Hello everyone, Admin Vaas here, and today we're looking at the X-91 Retro Gaming Controller for Xbox One and Windows 10 PC. I do have to specify that because, as far as I know and according to other Amazon reviewers, there is no support for older Windows operating systems or Mac, which is unfortunate. Here is a knife that you may remember, or may not. You might be new to the channel. If that's the case, hello. This is the first review I did on this channel. It was this crappy little knife, and I have beaten it to hell. The liner lock no longer allows me to close this. It's more of a safety hazard to keep around. You can see the blade's all beaten up too, but I can't find it in my heart to part ways with it. I've got sentimental value, so let's go ahead and open this guy up. Oh. There we go. I do have the older and only Xbox remote I have on my person for comparison, and to be honest, I am looking for a I'm gonna have to, there we go, I'm just being stupid. I am looking for a replacement because this is my daily driver, and you can tell that it's a bit scuffed and scratched. I've beaten this thing to hell. It served me well, but whatever. So here's the actual remote itself. Let me take this out. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. This is all that comes in the box, by the way. There's nothing else in here. No paperwork or anything. I guess I appreciate that. That's pretty straightforward. Do I have silica gel? I'll eat that later. Don't do that. And this is the unit. It's actually really cute. I don't know what I was expecting. Initial impressions, the analogs are nice and clicky. The triggers, the bumpers are nice. I like the bumpers. The triggers are a bit spongy. There's not much travel on them, but they are squishy. I don't know how well that translates into video. Obviously, this is a wired unit. I've been looking for one because this thing will eat through your batteries like crazy. If you don't have a charging dock, I do, but sometimes I forget to use it, then this thing will chew through you. Also worth mentioning is the 3.5mm headphone jack. Again, original one does not have that because for some reason Xbox wanted a proprietary plug. Thanks for that. Have the adapter. Everything seems to be on the level. You know, the triggers are, again, questionable, but analogs, the D-pad is a bit spongy. And all the buttons are here, by the way. There's nothing missing. Obviously, you won't have the Bluetooth button here or charging port because this is wired, obviously. But aside from those things, it feels alright in the hand. It's actually pretty lightweight, which is kind of a problem I had with these here, is that those are heavy as all hell. If you play for more than a few hours, then your wrist will start to feel the strain a little bit. I don't really complain about that kind of thing though, because I sit in a regular position. Whatever though. So this is a review. This is not just an unboxing, because honestly, that's not too helpful if you want to buy this. If you want to use this as a daily driver, like I mentioned before, there goes that thing. Hopefully that doesn't pick up in the video, because we are in the studio and not my kitchen table. I'll come back to y'all in a few days and tell you how it feels in the hand after breaking it in and playing with it. I'll be playing a few different games, Overwatch, Resident Evil 7, and just telling you how it feels. We'll jump cut to then. One thing I failed to mention looking at this remote the first time around is this little LED right here. This is the on indicator. I don't know why I thought the one button would still be that. Anyways, after our 3 days of testing, what do we have to say for the remote? For the most part, it's positive. There's not much to complain about, especially at a $30 price point. That's like half of what an original Xbox remote would retail for. So really, even if you buy it and you're not happy, it's no big loss. I find it hard to believe that you won't be happy with this though. let's look at the kinks here and there first. The finish of the remote is a dirt magnet. I did have to clean this remote a couple times between testing and usages. It's white, so I was expecting that, but even so, it had this weird film of oil over it. It's kind of gross, actually. Maybe I'm just disgusting, but I didn't eat while I was using this, and I like to consider myself a pretty sanitary person. Again, even so, maybe use hand sanitizer before and after using this, just so you don't gunk it up. Germaphobes might take issue with that. Next is the D-pad. As I initially thought, the inputs are a bit problematic. You can see that if you're precise about it, then there won't be an issue, but if you're rushing to put something in, you might just press the whole thing in, or you might tap 2. I don't imagine this is too conducive to fighting games. I didn't get to play Killer Instinct to test this out like I'd previously thought, but be wary of that if you're trying to put in an input, or maybe you're panicking. Next is the rumble. It isn't the biggest problem in the world, but I did hear a faint whirring sound, because obviously they're stored in this little compartment here, and I don't know, I usually have my headphones in when I play, so I didn't notice, but one day I decided not to because I wasn't in party chat, and I heard like this faint sound. I thought it was like a fire alarm going off in a distance, but it was actually coming from the remote. Again, not too much of an issue, but that's something to be aware of. Last is the ergonomics. You definitely will have to warm up to this remote. It's not something you can just pick up and go with. If you have a kind of like starting period with getting new things, this will definitely not be the exception to that. Even after playing games for the 3 days, I don't know if that's enough to feel completely comfortable with this. Obviously, you're not going to be taking this thing to Evo or anything like that, but again, something to consider. That's been the review of this remote. If you like it, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. If you have this remote, and maybe you don't like it, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. Anyways, what did you think of the review? Might pick some other Hyperkin products up. Again, these are the manufacturers of the Superboy, as seen on Unbox Therapy. They do a lot of cool stuff, and they've got this cool little thing. It's like a setup. It's called the Retron, and it's basically 5 cartridges in a little console. It connects into HDMI. It's really nice, but it's like $100. I think the latest iteration is $200, so that's gonna cost you a little bit. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I hope to see you soon.